Good morning. Hi. Okay, so today is October 2nd. It is currently 6:02 or something in the morning. My little ones are sleeping and I am about to make a cup of coffee. Well, really a whole pot full of coffee, but I'll probably just drink a couple of cups and it's all decaf because I recently decaffeinated myself. When I worked at Starbucks, myself, I'm not gonna like say that I didn't, but occasionally somebody would, a customer would be so rude that we would decaf them, and we had our own little system and language to say that this person is rude and deserves decaf. Now I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so petty. But I'm decaffing myself, not as punishment for being rude, but because for a lot of reasons. Part of it is that I am a highly anxious person, and I think that caffeine makes it way worse at times. And then the other part is that I'm getting sinus headaches, and they've gotten increasingly worse since I've lived in the South in the last 10 years. And I think my hunch is that they can be managed with some better and healthier choices, like drinking decaf coffee, like exercising a bit more, like drinking water. So yeah, that. But I'm gonna maybe speed this up so you don't have to watch me do all of the boring things with coffee. But I am gonna make some coffee right now. Now we wait. Avocado and eggs on toast is for breakfast. And yeah. Yeah, and coffee, right? And coffee. Okay, as I mentioned before, I really enjoy outfit of the days. And so I'm going to show you my outfit of the day. This is I'm a mom today who's going to kick butt at life and doing all of the mom things. We're going to go to the grocery store, and while we're there, we're going to try and pick up some art supplies for my boys. And I wanted to be comfortable. And really that was it. That was all. I just wanted to be comfortable. So I have my purse. I have this shirt, which actually a friend of mine, she runs a little shop where she creates all of the designs herself. And so I bought this from her shop. It's a childhood friend from a long time ago, but it's neat to see what she's done in the 15 years since I've seen her. And then I have bike shorts, which are purely for comfort. So yeah, I'll back up so you can see the entire thing. Oh, and tennis shoes. All right, before we actually leave for the library, when we leave for the grocery store, I'm thinking about the library because I need to return some books. I wanted to talk quickly through what I'm reading. I'm going to try and keep it brief and then leave my thoughts about the experience and the reading material and all of my summed up thoughts to a Friday Reads. But I thought you might be interested in what I'm actually reading right now because I am a booktuber. I'm not like a life vlogger or anything. So I currently have about 50 pages left of Island of the Blue Dolphins by Scott Odell. Just haven't gotten around to finishing the last little bit. I have 2 acts of The Tempest left. Shake-Timber turned into Shake-Tober for me. And I just have a couple of acts left to finish up. I'm listening to it as well as following along with with the book, with the script. And it is a enjoyable experience. I'll talk more about just Shake-Timber and Shakespeare in an upcoming video. Okay, then I finished Christina Rossetti's The Introduction, not the whole thing, of her poems, which was absolutely fantastic. I would actually love to have this edition. This one is from my library. I would love to have this exact edition because it's so engaging, and the introduction was fantastic. And then now I'm really getting to her body of work, which is really, really interesting. So I was like, I need to read the introductions more often because it was actually an incredible reading experience. The author of this introduction, who is Dinah Rowe, she knows her stuff, and she knows how to write in a fluid way that's really engaging. And so I really appreciated all of the insight that she gave to Rossetti's work. And I need to go back now and read the introduction to Pablo Neruda's poems. I'm about halfway done with this. I've been reading the because it's Spanish on one side, and then English on the other. And I was curious about how the Spanish would sound out loud. And so I know basic Spanish, like I took a couple semesters in college. So I've been slowly reading these Spanish versions out loud because I want to know how the versions sound. And then I've been reading the translated, silently to myself. But I need to go back and read the introduction because I'm sure it will give me some valuable information about Neruda's work and the origin of his work and the translations. Then I am reading Aesop's Fables. This is Jerry Pinkney's version, but I started to worry with this version that I dove into. I started to worry that it wasn't all of the fables because there's only 77 pages here. Oh, one sec. The sun is literally rising, and so my lighting is changing pretty rapidly. Okay, what I was saying was that Aesop's Fables, I was worried that this wasn't the complete version because I started looking up different versions online. And the Penguin edition, I believe, of Aesop's Fables is actually like 200 pages long, and this is just 77 pages. And so I was wondering if these are more like the selected fables. So I bought a version on my Kindle that seems to be complete, and I've been reading the fables on my Kindle, and I'm almost done with that. I'm getting close to the end. I'm, diving in. I also started, y'all, this is crazy. I started Edward Lear's Complete Book of Nonsense and have been working my way slowly through this. I read the first chapter of Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth, which was excellent. And if that wasn't enough, I have heard Michelle Lexie and Alicia from Alicia's Reads and Rambles talk a lot about Becky Chambers' A Journey to a Small Angry Planet, I believe. I will try and put a photo up because I started it on my Kindle and I'm reading that as well. So, and then I also need to start Wolf Hall and the Tin Flute and read my sections of that in the next 9 days. Okay, so yeah, that is my reading. Actually, if y'all are, there's some people that read one book at a time. My grandfather was a huge inspiration. He was a reader his entire life, and he often read in front of us. Like, he read in our presence and talked about what he was reading, and he was a really incredible and impactful figure on my life. And he read often many, many books at the same time. That was just his thing. He would say, oh, yeah, I was reading this book, but I put it away, and now I'm reading this one. I'll pick it up when I feel like it. I guess the definition of a mood reader, right? And so he was really like the example set for me. So even though I have a lot of books in front of me, I'm pretty used to juggling a lot of literature at the same time. So yeah, but wish me luck, and check in on a Friday reads to see what I actually finished. I don't know. Pressure's on, right? The pressure that I'm putting on myself, no one else. And it's enjoyable. Dare I say, is it fun? It is fun. Just got back from the grocery store. My little ones are coloring right now, so you'll probably hear them. But I wanted to show you, I really love grocery hauls. I think it's because I'm always interested. It's my nosiness. I just want to know what people are eating. And I love looking at the different packaging and the different offerings from other countries and different regions of the United States. And All of it. I just love all of it. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'll show you what we eat. Now, I just wanna say that we don't follow a specific diet. We're not particularly vegan or vegetarian. There is one meat item, so if that offends you, maybe skip through that. But yeah, I'll just show you what we bought. Also, I wanted to say, oh, okay, one sec. All right, I'm gonna give my little one a snack and then I'll show you all what I bought. Okay. All right, I already put the pork roast away because this is taking a little bit longer than I thought, and I didn't want it to get warm, and so that is in the fridge. And so everything else here is like non-meaty for my non-meat eating friends or people who find it offensive. But here we go. Okay, so we have mandarins. I didn't follow my own advice, which is don't shop when you're hungry, and I shopped while I was kind of snacky, so you'll see that reflected in this grocery haul. So I have these Ritz Crisp and Thins that are cheddar flavored that looked amazing. We passed by these Parm Crisps, and when I did, I was like, I cannot live until I have them in my palms and I'm snacking on them. The Parm Crisp, not my palms. This is colored goldfish, which we've already tucked into because they are my youngest. They're his favorite snack. We have sweet Southern barbecue chips, again, snacky. Milk, whole milk. We have so many snacks because we are on a snack schedule for both of my children's schools, and we have to provide snacks for the classes, and so they wanted to have these Scooby snacks. We're a big Scooby-Doo household, love Scooby-Doo here, and so they chose Scooby-Doo, and then we have a variety pack and some juices for their classes. This is just health nut bread for toast or sandwiches. 3 cases of spinach because I've been really, really loving spinach, and I've been playing around with the idea of making ramen this week. And so this would be a perfect addition to our ramen. Green beans, Diet Coke, which is a new habit for us. My husband and I are both trying to kick some more unhealthy habits, and so we've kind of switched to Diet Coke for now. Mostly my husband versus me, though I know in our plan is that we're going to eventually kick the Diet Coke habit, but it's sort of the lesser of 2 evils right now. All right, this is decaf coffee. These flowers my youngest and I picked out. They were the only ones that we could actually compromise on. We have actual baking flour, and I wanted to make cookies today with the boys, but I didn't know how much flour I had. I didn't check before we left, and so I just got a little thing of flour. Same thing with the sugar. I didn't know how much I had, so I thought I'd just buy a sack while I was there, and then we'll use it up as we do. Chili mango limon, which is dried. One sec. Okay, so we have chili mango limon, which is dried mango dusted in some sort of lemon and chili powder. When I spent a summer in Mexico in the Yucatan, in my youth, we had snacks like this available to us, and I really liked it at the time, and so I wanted to try them again. Again, it was one of those moments where I passed it, and I was like, I cannot live until I have these snacks in my hands. This is Mexican style cheese for taco night. Cheese. A stack of apples. A stack of onions. Cilantro also for taco night. We eat a lot of yogurt, and so while we were in the yogurt section, I let my boys just choose one pack, and so that's why they're all three different brands essentially, but they had a good time choosing for themselves. Chocolate chips for cookies that I want to make later today or tomorrow. Japanese style noodles. These are not my favorite brand or style of ramen noodles, but they will definitely do for ramen night. Okay, these are almond chocolate with almonds and sea salt, and then chocolate with almonds with toffee. I love a little bit of sweet things in the evening after the kids have gone to bed. And lately I've been really wanting something with like a chocolate with almonds in it, and this is a chocolate, you know, with a nut in it, and that's definitely gonna do. I have 2 cans of chickpeas. I saw Hannah talking about them on Hannah's books in her Q&A, which was delightful. And she was talking about falafels, and I don't think I've ever made falafels. I've made roasted chickpeas, I've made hummus, but I've never made falafels. So either these are going to turn into falafels, or they're going to turn into hummus or roasted chickpeas, or something along those lines. These are my oldest son's favorite crackers. He takes one to school every single day. We have 2 little tins of tomatoes for probably salsa, blueberries, and that is it. Lunch is leftover decaf coffee, the rest of the avocado that I had this morning, some of those really thin chips, spinach and blueberries. It's all about balance, right? We've made it halfway through the day. At this point, my boys are napping, both boys nap, and this is my time to usually read, rest, get some chores done if I need to do some chores. But right now, I'm gonna rest and I'm gonna read. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the next couple of hours to myself. Right, it's cookie making time, cookie making time. I'm so excited. Dinner is left overnight, and that is quesadillas and rice with some salsa. I might end up making a salad. Not really sure. Just depends on how I'm feeling. That's dinner. Okay, so it's that time of night where I start to wind down. It's a little after 7. We did dinner. I cleaned up. Actually, today was a little bit of a different day, but I didn't really feel the need to talk about it throughout the day, but my husband wasn't here. My husband is usually here, and we're, you know, tag teaming it with the kids. Sometimes we're like, you know, divide and conquer like that. Sometimes that's our strategy. But he had a work thing. It happens frequently where he's gone for a day. He was gone overnight, or he'll be gone for a couple of days. But yeah, sometimes I think that my tone can be, when I talk about my husband being gone, I don't know, like I lament quite a bit, and I didn't want that to be the tone of this vlog. So he is coming home tonight. He's going to be home in about 45 minutes. So I'm really excited, and I wanted to wrap this up. I did finish The Island of the Blue Dolphins. I am going to read a little bit more tonight while I'm waiting up for him, and while we start our evening routines. And yeah, but overall, it was a wonderful, wonderful day. A little bit of a different Saturday for us because of the absence of my partner. But otherwise, the note is around. This is a life. Like, I get interrupted, 45 times a day, if not more. That's why it's hard to read sometimes, just during the day while I'm taking care of the kids and all that. Anyhow, that was it. Tell me what you thought of this video. I am really curious to know how you all enjoy vlogs. I got a lot of positive feedback on my last vlog, but that was all outside, touring gardens. This was mostly inside as I went about my days doing my work. And yeah, so let me know what you think. And that's it for me. I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.